Hitokiri here, bringing you a deck profile today for the new deck that I'm playing, Dragon Ruler Plant Synchro. Deck is really fun, really good. Seems to be probably the best, or if not one of the best decks that has really defined itself in the early portion of this new format. A lot of the top spots for YCS Toronto up in Canada, they had a lot of these decks there. So the deck's really cool. I actually started building it back in August, around like the 22nd, 23rd, because I was just like, how am I gonna use the Dragon Rulers after the babies are banned? So thought of why not just put it with plants, and then I guess a lot of other people started doing the same thing around the around country. So this deck came out. It's really good. This is my take on it though. I don't play it quite the same as other people have been playing it, or like a lot of people at Toronto. I like my own personal taste. I like a little bit more focus on more of the plant engine, but yeah, let's get down to it. So the monsters, I don't remember the exact count. I think there's 25, but first off, you have all the Dragon Rulers in here. Triple Redox, Triple Blaster, Triple Tempest, and Triple Tidal. Now, Tidal's the only one you don't really need to play, but it's nice having another dragon monster, and it's nice having a free Sacred Sword target. So Tidal definitely meets that criteria. Next up is one Flamvell Guard. It's good having this guy as that one extra tuner you can get access to off of Blaster, Fire, so Blaster can blow up stuff, and he's really useful. And I kind of want to play Dragunity Corseska. I didn't have it in the deck. I noticed a lot of people at Toronto were playing that card, and I could see like the benefits. My God, it's so early. The benefits of having the card in the deck right now, especially since like you could tutor it out with Tempest, but you kind of need more tuners sometimes. Now to the plant engine itself, double debris dragons. This card is really hot in the deck. It's not fair at all, to be completely honest. There are way too many targets that it can grab, and on top of that, dude, it's tutorable with Tempest, which is amazing. It starts a lot of shenanigans, a lot of plant synchro shenanigans, and Star Eater is a boss, so like this card is really tight in here. And then the plant-specific cards, there is Spore. Spore's really hot. It's a win, so that's good. You could always bring it back with some cards, and again, level 1 tuner that can become level 4, so he's pretty good, dude. I like Spore a lot. Dandelion. Again, it's plants. This guy's always amazing in plants. Tokens, and Debris Dragon combos is a really good card. Same with Lone Fire Blossom, same thing. And the good thing about all the plants is their attributes. You have a wind, you have an earth, and you have a fire. It's so good. So you have everything you need. So it's good there. Then just one card trooper. Most people play 2 in the deck. If I don't play Dragunity Corseska, I might play the second Card Trooper, because Card Trooper is really handy. He's always been great in plants. It's good milling stuff. Good milling all those dragons and stuff, dude. I milled Redox Tidal Tempest off of a mill yesterday. So this guy's really good. He puts in a lot of work in here. Plus, it's a Debris Dragon combo card. It's a Redox combo card. And it's nice getting deeper in the deck with his ability. So he's always a problem for your opponent to get through. Oh yeah, yesterday I took this deck to a tournament and went undefeated with the deck. I mean, it's ridiculous. I played against Eel Swarms, Mermails, other decks like Zombies and Zombie Plants, and I played against Teledad deck, and Infernities, Dolces, bunch of things, dude. It was a 5-round Swiss and then a top cut for top 8, so that was 3 other rounds, and undefeated and everything. This deck is insane. Love it so much. Hand traps, I'm still going to play 3 Veiler. I was playing 3 Veiler yesterday. It's really hot. Really good security, and it's a tuner if I need it to be. And Triple Max C still. I really like this card too much. It's really good against just about everything. The only time I was citing it out really was against the Gravekeeper decks that I was playing against. But against everything else, it's really good. And it started out against a couple of other things, but for the most part, this card was really strong. Put a lot of pressure on my opponents. That's all for the monsters. Now the spells, of course you have 3 Sacred Sword of the 7 stars in this deck, dude. It's retarded. This is the best draw card that this game has seen in a long time. I mean, this This is up there with Allure of Darkness at 3, man. This is like the new Allure. This is the new D-Draw. This card is really, really stupid. Being able to not only draw 2 cards, but get a 3rd card out of the Search of a Dragon is pretty good. So you get deep in your deck off of the card. And then we have one. I still have the one Gold Sark in here. Most of those decks, I don't think, if any, play this card at all, but I really like it still. I like getting access to any of the attributes that I need to unlock that last element. And again, I like to search out other cards like side deck cards, power cards, etc. So I really like this card still. Plus, I have DDR and return to bring stuff back if I wanted to banish like tuners or plants or something. But the card's really good. I really like it. Most people just compensate now with Dragon's Ravine. I like the Dragon's Ravine a lot. It's really good. It gives you a whole new like aspect of the deck where you can control the influx of dragons. So you can unlock all the elements you want, dump whatever you need, whatever attribute, whatever monster you want. And if you're playing Corseska, you can search out Corseska that way too. Plus you get a discard outlet for some plants, and you can control the field spell slot, which is really good for a lot of decks right now, like Dark Worlds, Dolces, Gravekeepers, the Gears, and just a couple other ones. But anyways, I don't play the Dragon's Ravine in here because I honestly, as good as it is, I want to focus more on the plant, like the plant engine itself, and that the Dragon's Ravine doesn't make up for a big like compensation of the plants. It's specifically, it is for the dragons. So, anyways, I have the Book of Moon in here still. It's a really powerful card. I love it a lot. It helped so much. Of course, there's Dark Hole in here. So, and here's like my plant specific cards. So instead of Dragon's Ravines, 3 Dragon's Ravines, I have 1 Foolish, because I could get all those plants in there, get the Card Trooper in there, and I could drop dragons if I need to. So the Foolish was great. And then the other 2 cards that make up for the other Dragon's Ravines is double Scapegoat. These are really good, dude. They are really, really good. They gave me a lot of protection, a lot of Synchro shenanigans, a lot of enemy controller shenanigans. Like, the card was really, really amazing. I don't know if I would really want to play 3 copies. I wanted to at first, but it kind of was excessive sometimes. But you're able to control a lot of stuff with these creatures, and Synchro. I will level climb a lot with Librarian. Next up are my tech cards. One of them is a Wingbeat, a Giant Dragon. This card was amazing because no one ever saw this coming at all. It was always like that one set card that people had no idea what it was, or I would just like draw into it and be like doing something and baiting out crab. And then they had like still 3 back rows, and I was just like boom. But this card was amazing. I would always like pro set it with other traps and then just bait out their effects and stuff with the other traps. And then they had, oh, he's only got 1 card. Let me set a couple cards to be safe. Set a monster, and then I'm just DDR Tempest, and then boom, blow all their shit up, and then return it, and then just go crazy. Grab my Debris Dragon. Really good card. I would recommend it in the Dragon deck. It's a heavy storm, dude. It's amazing. And then the last 2 spells, DDRs. These are really, really beneficial for the deck. It's a discard outlet. This card always has a massive hand advantage, so it's really good to discard some cards. Plus, everything's good in the graveyard for this deck, which is really cool. And this just gives you access to everything, dude. You get plants back, you get Card Trooper back, you get Debris back, Veiler's back, Max C's back, Dragon's back, Synchro's back, Macro. You get Mecha Phantom Beast, Dragosac back. Like, this card's really good, man. Really good. And then the traps, there's just a few. One of them is Return from Different Dimension. Again, I don't really want to play this for having the life point portion, but definitely getting access to all the remove and play crap is ridiculous. I think the best I did yesterday with this card, I brought 3 blasters back at once. It was retarded. It's like, but yeah, Return's pretty hot. And then this is the MVP card of the deck, dude. Raigeki Break, retarded, so good. I remember at the start of when the ban list first came out, and back in August, I made a discussion video on it, and I said probably one of the traps that's going to be really good in the game is going to be Raigeki Break. It's really good in a slower format, especially one without heavy storm, and lo and behold, it's like every deck that Top Toronto had at least 1 copy of Raigeki Break, dude, or most of them had 3. This card is amazing. Being able to just control the board anytime with just discarding stuff, like it's no cost to you whatsoever, dude. The card is amazing. I loved it. It was like the MVP card of the deck. Now the side deck, out of the main deck, the only thing I would want to change is either adding a Corseska, a Second Trooper, or a Gorz. I saw myself wanting a Gorz occasionally, but I'll have to test around with it. The side deck is going to probably change quite a little bit. Swiss Scarecrow was in there yesterday. I'll probably still keep that in there. He was useful. Plus he's good in the mirror match if I ever had to play against it. This guy, however, this guy was ridiculous. This was a really good card, dude. Fencing Fire Ferret. If this card is destroyed at any time by anything and sent to your graveyard, and you just target one face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and they take 500 damage. It doesn't have to be destroyed by battle, but usually it gets destroyed by battle. So I use this against Ophions. I use this against the Gravekeeper guys. I use it against everything. This card I sided in against every deck, dude. It was ridiculous. Not only does his affect that like super good, but he's a fire monster, so that gets 3 more blaster, destruction targets. So with these and the Flammable Guard, the blasters have altogether, counting themselves, 7 targets to go off with. Like, it was a really good card, and no one even knew what it was. That was the best part. They were like, "What?" Then 3 Mystical Space. I sided these in quite frequently. Just about every deck I fought, I was siding at least 6 or 7 cards. Most of it, I was siding 7 cards, and then a couple decks I sided in 10. So this side deck saw a lot of action. All these cards were very, very, very universal. I loved it a lot. MST sided in just about everything. It was a really hot card. Then 1 Enemy Controller sided in quite frequently. It was a good card with the shenanigans with the goats, and to get by Veilers with like Dragosack or Big Eye. But I played Eradicator in there. I never once sided it in. It's just in there because I know spellbooks are still going to be really, really good. So I want this, I guess, sense of security in here. But yeah, never used it. 2 Vanity's Emptiness, never use these either. I'm not sure I'm even going to keep these in here anymore. I might take these out for like Debunk or DD Crow. So we'll see. But this is still a really good card. Then 1 Transmigration Prophecy. This was pretty dang good. I mean, I use it a lot against people, dude. Stopping Hoot Cakes and stopping Tiramisu and stopping like zombie cards and malicious summons and stuff. This card was really good, so we're glad I had it. Malcat, Malevolent Catastrophe, really good. No one ever saw this coming at all. It was always there. They would just attack, and then I would Malcat and then chain goats, and they'd be like, dang it, I lost 4 backers, and I have to go through 4 goats now, and then I just go off. And then MVP card of the side deck, Divine Wrath. This card is broken. This and Raigeki Break were the cards of the day that won everything. Again, it's a discard outlet. Pretty much no cost to me at all. And being able to counter trap, dude, it's so good. There's nothing that can really stop it. Solemn Judgment gone, dude. I'm in the clear. And man, oh man, just negate everything you want. Hand traps, like screw Kalutes, screw Honest, Maxi, Veiler, everything, dude. And like, I don't know, that card was busted. Extra deck, Formula Synchron. Gotta have that race card. You make them all the freaking time. Plus, it's a debris target. Klausis. This card's pretty good. I made it quite often, usually with Formula and like a token on your opponent's turn. He's got a big butt, and his ability's good. Plus, it's a debris target. Army Arm, amazing card. Love it a lot. I OTK'd 4 times with it yesterday. Catastor, great card, as always. Librarian. I like this card a lot. I got a lot of use out of it. He got me some good mileage out of drawing 2-3 cards in a turn. Plus, using it against my opponent's Synchro decks. Orient Dragon, I only made him once, but I do need him in here. Ancient Fairy, never made it once. I'll probably drop him for a second Black Rose Dragon, because I made Black Rose all the time, clearing boards, and then OTKing, with his effect sometimes to, make guys 0. So he was hot. Stardust was hot, had him out a ton. Had him and Star Eater out all the time together. It was so good. Colossal Fighter, I made him a couple times. He's beast. Scrap Dragon, he was out all the time. Broken. Crimson Blader, I made him a few times. Just made a Mermail player not happy at all because this card was like... And Star Eater, amazing. This card should not have been made, or at least should not have been just 1 non-tuner monster, because this deck pumps this guy out whenever the heck I want. He's so good. And then 2x Seed, I have Big Eye, and then I have 1 Dracosack. Now the changes I would make to the extra deck is I want to play a second Black Rose. I would want to play a second Dracosack. And I kind of want to play Shooting Star Dragon, because I could have made him a lot, and sometimes on my first turn. But anyways, that's the deck. It's really, really fun, really, really consistent, really strong. Made some really silly plays. Plants are super fun. I love being able to synchro a ton and then turn off and on whenever I want to, and then just go for Exceeds instead, and then switch it up all in the same turn. Like, the deck's really good. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Always subscribe for more videos, and take care, everybody.